Buongiorno, Edge9 a Las Vegas per Explore 2025, l'evento di Broadcom dedicato a VMware.
One of the things I've seen from the keynote is that one of the most important features of the new version 9 of VCF is that is accelerating the path to development and in helping developers to do more, better, and faster.
Right.
Can you explain how you're doing this?
Yeah, it's there's always two important aspects that all organizations need to accomplish in parallel, right? On one hand, accelerating that developer velocity, because they're such a key source of the innovation in organizations. But at the same time, you've got to make sure you maintain governance and control as well, because if you don't, then there could be repercussions, right? And so we're really looking at both of those, where a lot of what we're doing is making sure that developers can have that self-service access to the key infrastructure resources and cloud services that they need to do their job, but also making it so that IT always has control, whether it be around cost or security or compliance. So VCF 9.0 is addressing both of those requirements.
You have also started a partnership with Canonical.
Right.
Is this something to, let's say, be to improve the competition with OpenShift? Is this something that you're trying to do better than them with the Canonical, or is for other reason?
We definitely want to deliver the absolute best experience for any organization that's developing modernized, containerized applications there. And so with VCF, the number one private cloud platform, now bringing and working together with Canonical Ubuntu, which is the number one cloud OS, we do believe that is a very, very powerful solution, for customers. A lot of them use Red Hat today. We know that, we see that in the marketplace, but we think with this partnership, it can provide a very compelling solution for any customer that's looking at modernized, containerized applications, whether they be existing OpenShift customers or they're just starting and looking for the best solution out there.
It's not the only collaboration and partnership that you have announced. There is also a partnership with AMD, with NVIDIA, and there are some other partnership?
I mean, we definitely talked about NVIDIA. There's been a strong partnership for many years already, and so the announcement this last week was about support for their latest generation of AI infrastructure. And so that's just part of that ongoing continued partnership. In terms of AMD, we're very excited in terms of expanding the AI ecosystem that we're working with. AMD has, of course, been a very long time partner on the CPU side. But as it comes to their GPUs, this week's announcement was about virtualizing their MI350 series of GPUs, in addition to giving customers, easier access to the AMD AI software. And so all of that is about providing customers, choice, whether it be in the hardware, whether it be in the models, whether it be in the software stack. And then with Intel, we continue to work closely with them as well, such as the support for their Gaudi 3 accelerators.
So you have also introduced in this version of the platform the Model Context Protocol. Which sources it can connect to?
Yeah, we are supporting Model Context Protocol in order for it to work with any of the services that adopt that. It can be Postgres, it can be SQL Server, it can be, ServiceNow, it can be Git, right? And so it's not that we're saying, we'll only support certain services, it's support for the protocol overall.
Okay, so basically any company using API or something else can connect to every kind of data, being that open or not.
If it supports MCP, the announcement we made is that we'll provide support for it within our, runtime.
Okay. And you are pushing a lot on private AI because right now AI basically is run on hyperscaler, and it is not in complete control of the companies, but you are pushing it for the private AI, as I understood. Is that correct?
That is correct. Private AI is all about enabling our customers, in particular enterprises, to reap the benefits of generative AI and AI overall, but we hear loud and clear their concerns about privacy, maintaining control of their intellectual property, and then also in regards to managing their costs so that it doesn't inadvertently kind of increase without them being able to effectively manage that.
And the new feature of the platform is that when you're recovering data, you can eliminate malware, being less fileless or with files. But how this feature works? Can you explain this for our readers?
So we already had malware protection, static and dynamic, but which is static one is signature based. You figure out, and dynamic is when your signatures are not applicable, and then you do sandboxing. You detonate the file to see if it will cause any problem before you accept it. So that we already had that, but then there are new attacks happening, which is called fileless malware. These are, operating systems, executable scripts which get downloaded. So they are not in a file form. They come in as JavaScript, VB script, PowerShell, and that is where the attackers modify them. So you think you're installing something, doing something with the scripts, but they have some malicious stuff in them, and then they cause attacks.
Which still is in memory. It's not on the drive, it's in memory.
It's in memory. So now with some advanced scanning techniques, we can figure out what is coming to be installed in memory. Does it have any malicious content? If it does, then we will block it. So that's called identifying malicious malware and, stopping it. So this is a new capability we have introduced in our offering.
Okay, and you also added Zero Trust Security to the AI side of the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain how it works? And
So what we have done is today we deliver Zero Trust to virtual machines, to Kubernetes platforms, and bare metal workloads, right? Now, what we are saying is that, hey, when customers are deploying AI workloads for doing their inference AI analysis, that how do we protect them day one? And so we define platform with distributed firewall can, because of its declarative policy, can and its integration into Kubernetes, because of those two important things, that we are able to extend Zero Trust to even AI workloads. Now, what does that mean? So AI workload has to talk to DHCP, DNS servers, and so on. So we lock down those services today. That's step one of Zero Trust. AI can have, they are talking to different components. They may have a vector databases. They have models working. So these can be different zones. We can protect, traffic crossing different zone boundaries and ensure that only traffic that is allowed that is on a need-to-know basis, right? So nobody can bring in a malicious vector database and connect it to the AI workloads, where an agent is now poisoned because of bad data. And so these are ways we can do this today. We have announced this as a tech preview. And as once we validate with our, fully tested, then we'll bring it out as a full availability.
VCF does work both on-premise and also can run also on hyperscaler.
Yes.
Does this security measures work also on the public cloud or just on-premise?
No, both. Wherever VCF works, our solutions work. And the Avi load balancer works even outside VCF, but our primary selling motion is our products in conjunction with VCF. So it doesn't matter VCF is in a private cloud, on-prem, hosted environment, managed environment, or running on top of the public cloud, then our feature set runs fine with it.
Another new feature is the cyber compliance advanced services, which, as I understand, it can help companies like we said before, like working in defense environment or medical, on public administration and financial institute to assure that they are compliant with all the rules, especially. This is work all around the world, so the compliance is for clients who have offices both in the Europe, in the US, and in the Asian market. Is that correct?
Yeah, so if we look at compliance, industry compliance, then there is PCI in the financial world for credit card. There is HIPAA, at least in the US, if we look at, that's for healthcare, and other countries have adopted that as well. Then there is GDPR.
Yeah.
Right. So these compliances which we defend, we have shown, especially for PCI and HIPAA, we have had third party, a qualified security assessor or QSA has evaluated it and, written white papers in terms of how we defend is meeting or helping meet PCI and HIPAA requirement. We believe GDPR is also there. On the Avi side, Avi has web application firewall, and that is now a required component for PCI. And so that is also another area where we have supported it. Now in the DoD, there is requirements such as FIPS and NDCPP. And, we are in the various stages, we support it, or in some cases we have to kind of refresh it.